then to recommend what anime do I think we're gonna suck, right? All that good stuff, and some good jokes, hopefully some comedy will get passed through here, who knows. But anyway, so first of all then, we're going to the popularity list, right? So we're going from like the most popular anime downwards, and so obviously Attack on Titan 100% first, right? And to begin though, Shield Hero, number 1 here on the list. I put the blue thing where I know I'm gonna finish an anime, right? So you can see me clicking the blue and watch some more, right? So of course, Shield Hero, already watching right now. Very good anime. It has a little faults I felt sometimes, but I think it's like a 9 out of 10 anime. And obviously I put it on blue then, because of course an anime I'm gonna complete. Very good anime. And I say it right away, right? That best girl is Philo. Yeah, fight me on this. No, I'm like, Raftalia, she's all cute. Raccoon girl's all cute and so on, but come on. Bird girl, guys. That is my girl. This anime. No, I love Philo. I love Tara too, but Philo, man, she's so funny. So, and I hope that Matt sounds to them too. So anyway, yeah, we all know about Shield here. It's already a popular anime going right now. Not so interesting, I feel. Here though, the big thing, right? Attack on Titan. It's coming back. It is. Can they finally reach the basement, right? It is the whole thing there. It is the fight to get back their home city. Can they go to the ocean? I mean, if you've seen the previous promotional art, this is the current promotional art. The early one had a blue ocean, right? So I don't say anything I want to spoil, right? But yeah, obviously, we're gonna watch Attack on Titan. Obviously, because it's like the best view counting. I will admit that though. When I watch Attack on Titan, right, I do have, not always, but it definitely is videos where you get a lot of views, right? And the what's called the mashup reactions on, right? They get like up to even 1 million views, right? So it's crazy, and it feels really fun being one of those efforts, of course. Being in any video where you're part of the video and like 1 million views is really fun, right? So yeah, Attack on Titan, obviously gonna watch that. It's gonna be a very, very good. I think that when we get to the last this bit, it's only be 10 episodes, but when we get to the last bit there, see if it's 9 yeah, it's gonna be mind shocking, okay? People are gonna like blast it's gonna blast the internet when we get to the last episode. For I think it's gonna end on chapter 84, 85, somewhere around here. That's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be insane. So absolutely, of course, recommend that. One Punch Man, of course, another. In the beginning here, yeah, it's gonna be, super easy, right? But I will say this, One Punch Man, are you hyped, like me, are you excited? Or are you a little worried, right? So I definitely feel it's a One Punch Man. We all know that One Punch Man has changed studio, DC staff instead of, right, Mad and so on, right? And, yeah, the trailer got me a little bit like that. Yeah, I was like, man, this trailer. For I feel that the trailer, I even compared it to a trailer I didn't work on, but I was in the game that trailer was showing 2 months back. And I was like, man, that trailer is crap. Both this trailer and the trailer I worked on, because they don't really like invoke the feeling you want. So, from an anecdotal though, because I worked on another game that had a trailer, right? Like for example, in that trailer, we have a game, right? Strategy game, and the trailer doesn't show any gameplay. It just shows like the models, and that to me is like this is bad direction, because the trailer is clearly done by like the art guys showing their art, and all the comments on our trailer was like, "What is the game about? I haven't seen the game before. I don't understand what the game is. Yeah, why would I buy this thing? I can't understand anything." Classic directional issue, not understanding what the user, what the player, what the viewer want, right? And you show what you want to see, right? Yeah, completely, unempathically in that sense. And when I look at One Punch Man trailer, I feel a similar thing where I'm like, is this really what you focus on? I don't really feel that hype that I should feel. I mean, I've been waiting for this anime for years now, right? I have not read the manga. I've been keeping from reading the manga because I love the anime so much. So I'm like, I have to just keep that in, right? And finally gets into. And I'm still hyped about it, but I definitely feel people's concern. I definitely feel a little bit like, man, it's worrying. It's worrying, definitely, in the sense that the trailer, especially for me, then did not really come off as strong, right? It felt like they didn't really hit the mark is on where I want it to be. But anyway, I think it's gonna be a great anime anyway. I mean, you have seen Mob Psycho, right? We've been following that. It's a great anime. I think one is a very amazing author, right? I mean, I love one that he cannot draw, but he did his story right, and people love it anyway. So at least I'm sure that the One Punch Man season 2 storyline is gonna be amazing, and the jokes I think are gonna be spot on, right? But probably, maybe then, given the trailer and so on and all the war emotes, the actual like fight scenes are gonna be a little less hype, right? A little less cool, maybe. So anyway, Dororo, Red Ocean is a popular anime, right? Japanese mythology, similar coming for that matter, right? Like this. Wait, okay, that's Sekiro, okay? Shilling my own game here a little bit. No, shilling my Sekiro Twitch stream. No, but yeah. So Dororo, right? It's about a guy that fights mythological yokais, right? Demons in Japanese folklore. It's a very good anime. It's very, very good, I think, because it really speaks to kind of the typical gray zone where I feel anime is, where it's not very black and white. So for example, the main story is that the father, Daigo, right, he offered his son's body parts to the demons, to the yokai, so they could live in our world. But for doing that, he got riches and the country became good and so on, right? And the thing is that it's really interesting because we see but the father, but also his brother, the kind of reason that, wait, we actually have to, like punish my brother so I can protect the village. So it's interesting, all on that, or from that standpoint, right? Because like, what he did, even to he, made himself more powerful, he did save more lives. And currently in the storyline, I want to spoil if you've seen it yet, but it's a very good anime, check it out. In the current storyline, right, where Hikamaru is killing demons, he's actually causing issues for people, right? So you kill that demon might eat like a human a year. So that right there. But now the demon is dead, so now it's like a flood instead, right? And people are losing their crops, right? So he actually killed more people by killing the demon. See what I mean? It's kind of like the demon is actually pretty good because the trade they do for killing a few humans every now and then is more, it gives more life, right? It's more food for people actually. It's kind of like that. It's very interesting. And also, of course, it's very classic, who's evil, who's good, so on, yeah. So anyway, recommend Dororo, check it out if you haven't seen it yet. A very good anime. Of course, Fairy Tail, let's keep watching Fairy Tail. You can never have too much Fairy Tail for obvious reasons, right? Yeah, but Fairy Tail is the most ecchi trash anime ever. I still love it. Anyway, new animes, finally, Isekai. So, as every season, there is a lot of slime Isekais. No, but it's a lot of Isekais. It's, how would I say it? We all know that the invasion of the Isekai is true, right? And, I obviously love Aqua, right? Coming to court soon. But I still feel kind of like this a bit every now and then, because I'm just like, god damn it, why is it always so much Isekai? And I do feel like, obviously, Konosuba is the greatest thing ever, where the other ones aren't that good. No, but like, okay, so this Isekai down, so not to shoot it in the footage, but this Isekai is about a guy, he dies, and he's resurrected in another world, and he's a pretty good magician. That's pretty much it. He's a good magician, that's pretty much it. He should be dead, but his grandfather, like whatever. It might be good, but I have to say this though. I checked out the trailer and so on of this anime, right, of Kenja no Mago here. It looks pretty good, but it also looks like, pretty much every other Isekai. It looks very... I mean, Isekais are very tropey. Let's face it, right? And it's other Isekais comments as well. It looks pretty good. So I'm gonna only suppose considering. Of course, I am gonna watch it. I am gonna watch the first probably at least 3-4 episodes. I'm gonna react to them, not impress and review them and so on. And but just coming after like we saw Slime this season, last season Slime, some of the Demon Lord, right, and so on. There's been so many Isekai, especially with the fantasy Isekai, which is clearly the most popular one, right? For this like magic Isekai. And this is yet another one. Magic Isekais, some cute girls, right? A little, not only the harem, but a little bit, of course, romance, and you know what I mean. Anyway, Bango Stray Dog, actually, I think it's a good anime. I haven't actually seen season 2 yet, to be honest, but I think it's a good season 1 anime, right? And so I'm probably gonna watch it eventually, but I won't say too much. Season 3, so I won't say too much about it. Let's go on. And here, though, Isekai. Isekai when it's good! Isekai! Aqua Isekai when it's good, when it's quality, when it's the perfect isekais, when it's yes, like No, but okay. So Isekai Quartet, it's a comedy anime, right? It's like a short form play, so episode 12 minutes instead of 24 minutes, but it's gonna be a little like a chibi comedy version, right, of some of the most beloved isekais. Obviously, I'm mainly talking about R0 or REM series, let's call it, right, and of course Konosuba. Who cares about Overlord? No, but kind of that Overlord, of course, was very popular, and then of course also Tanya, what's called again in Yo Senki, yeah, well, Tanya the Conqueror there, yeah, but the little girl that's like Hitler. But basically it's like an old like a Japanese middleman, right, that dies. His economic guy is like a magical World War II, and he's like, I will conquer the planet. Yeah, it's a pretty cool anime for that matter. It's a really cool, crazy anime. So anyway, they are gonna be some classes together, right? It's basically a funny comedy anime. But I have to say though, maybe because I should maybe obviously I'm biased because I really love Konosuba and I really love R0, special animes. But when I see all the trailers of this anime, I am laughing like crazy. I'm seeing Aqua, and I wanna her doing the stupid things, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be so funny. I love one of the trailer because it starts with the girls in they're talking, right, both not just the Konosuba girls but also the Arceus girls like Emilia, Ram and so on, and we see Kazuma, and he's just like, duh, stop talking. We see Kazuma, right, he's going crazy, he's tired of it, yeah, he's like, oh damn it, more idiots. Yeah, so I think that for me at least, this is probably gonna be personally my favorite anime, because we're seeing that interaction with Kazuma is like, oh my god, these people are also idiots. He's like, god damn it, I hate everyone. And of course, I'm seeing them how they're gonna interact and so on, like Kazuma. And I guess, damn, it could be really funny. So I have high hope for the anime. It's obviously gonna be very less animation. It's a pure, almost like a Seiyuu, Yoki anime, right? It probably, I'm saying this thing though, try to be biased here. It probably helps if you speak Japanese. That would be my guess though. Oh, I speak Japanese, so that's fine with me. Yay, Nihongo, yeah. But I think this anime is probably gonna help if you are good in Japanese, because I think it's gonna be a lot of subtle jokes, right? As I say again, it's gonna be not much animation, right? Some cute animations. It's mainly like them talking, right? So it's that I think is gonna be a weakness of the anime though. It probably helps a lot if you can understand the whole context, right? And not just like the translated version that usually so basically lost, right? I feel so that's probably gonna help, and also obviously you should have seen the animes, but that's a given, right? It's 4 animes, so yeah. But I think it's gonna be the best anime for me personally. This is probably the anime where at least in my right I'm gonna laugh the most. It looks amazing. Anyway, here is the season's best girl. I already decided that she is best girl. So new harem anime. I love harem anime. I grew up with Tenshin Moyo, right? So for me, harem anime, that's like normal anime. I know people today are like harem anime. It was kind of pervy, but when I was a kid, Tenshin Moyo was one of the few animes that you could buy on VHS tapes. So I'm old, right? And you work with Tenshin Moyo. It was like translated. It was crazy. It's dubbed even, yeah. And so my view of anime has always been the ecchi harem anime. That's the norm of anime. Everything else is not anime, no. But I was like, yeah, this is anime. So of course, again, Tenshin Moyo, right? I love Tenshin Moyo. Now I have quintuple and so on, right? So anyways, Bokutachi wa Benkyou Gadenki then is We Never Learn. It definitely reminds me of quintuplets though when I read it. Synapse, I watch trailers of course as well, I thought. Yeah, it's comedy anime, romance, of course, harem anime, right? Guy with several hot girls, especially that tan hot girl, something I'm talking about. Yeah, she looks great. And but anyway, it's similar, I think, to the quintuplets because he's a teacher, so it's very similar to the concept of it. And each girl is amazing at something though. So actually, these girls are not as bad as these girls under me here, because they're actually good at something, but they're also really bad at everything else, right? So one girl is like a sporty, super hot tan girl, it's like the swimmer girl, right? But of course, she's like bad at math. Another girl is the best at math, but horrible at, I don't know, English or something. So he has to teach them like their own subjects. It's very similar in that sense. He's basically a teacher, and there are all, of course, a lot of like harem ecchi moments, like falling into the tan girl and touching her stuff and so on. So it's a lot of that stuff. It's classic harem, right? Really cute, funny girls, and I mean, harem never fails, right? I mean, I never watched a harem anime which is bad, right? So anyway, it's gonna be this anime. I look forward to it a lot, and it's gonna be a lot of other horror animes actually coming down. But still, though, I think this girl looks amazing. I think she's gonna be my best girl next season. I'm really got this kind of cut out here. So I am prepared for it. I'm like, this is the best girl. Appearance-wise, the cute, kind of the gal look on her a bit, right? The tan skin. Oh man, I am in love already. So obviously, this is my best girl. So I'm keeping that in there for a bit at least. But yeah, then they have Kimetsu no Yaiba. This to me is Dororo again. It actually looks really cool. It actually looks really good. It's like it's how to say it. I do think it is Dororo again though. I stand by that. I'll say it's like Dororo, but it's pretty much it's this thing again, right? Where it's like or like where it's like Japanese guy fights demon guys in Japan, and they have some kind of guy that's like a weird wolf or something, and he also fights demons, right? It is very much that. I'm not saying that it's better or worse than Dororo, but I think it definitely has pretty much the same things happening, right? It's pretty much is the same. How to say it? They're in the mythology Japan, right? They're fighting in some forest, or they're fighting in some mountain range. It is going down, right? Here's a katana. It's very, very classic. It's that kind of thing, right? And of course, like Dororo is a manga from the freaking 60s, right? And has inspired, of course, people. Of course, it's from the author of Astro Boy and so on. So obviously, this manga has even probably taken some inspiration, maybe, but I mean generally, right? It's a lot of storylines with people fighting people in Japan's folklore, right? In games like whatever, Neo and so on as well, right? Yeah, great game for that matter. Or the new game, Ghost of Tsushima, as they come in like half a year or so on, yeah, which I think is a little less, but still, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, been there, done that, right? I think this anime actually looks really good though. Like it looks really good. And I actually really love those games. I'm playing Sekiro right now, and I'll say but yeah. But for example, I love those games. I have played the whole Neo, right? I got the DLC and everything. I love that game. So I'm actually probably really gonna enjoy this anime, and it looks really well produced. So I think it's gonna be one of the better animes. That being said, though, I read some complaint about Sekiro. Or not Sekiro, but more like Ghost of Tsushima and Neo 2. And people are like, isn't it too many Japanese fighting games now? Yeah, it's getting like, well, yeah, only 3. Yeah, but still, it's like, man, I'm already watching one anime like this season though. So I do stand by that though. This might be an amazing anime by itself, but I'm used coming off having watched 2 episodes of Dororo. Gonna keep watching Dororo, and this is gonna be. So it's gonna be maybe a little too much, I feel. And I read like what's it called again? What is it called? Uvataro? Oh, I can't remember his name. Also very cool manga, but yokai, very cool manga from the second the crane lady. Whatever. You know what I mean. I think it's gonna be a good anime, but it's a little bit, yeah. And then though, another harem ecchi anime. So, ooh, yes, and it's very spicy indeed. So this harem anime, Nande Koko no Sensei, guys, like, why are you here, Sensei? It sounds like Domestic no Kanyo. Not making it up. It definitely comes off as Domestic no Kanyo. It's about a guy which is he's kind of like, I don't know. He walks into his sensei showering or something. For some reason, in the trailer, right, he was into a bathroom, and then the sensei's in there, in the bathroom, and she's like, pants down, right? And he's like, oh my god, sensei. He's like, oh damn it, I forgot to lock the door again, or something like that. And it feels very similar to the general premise of the Domestic no Kanyo, but it is less, I guess, story-driven and more ecchi-driven. It's more like falling into oppies, more like that. So I think it's gonna be a pretty fun anime, pretty spicy anime, right? But on the same time, though, Domestic no Kanyo is a very good anime. Go on, this is right, Final Friday. Very, very good anime, and I recommend watching that probably more this anime. I haven't seen the anime, but I feel this anime though has the typical, yeah, it's ecchi, it's even called seinen here. But I mean, again, if you've seen Domestic no Kanyo, the main character actually have sex. So in a way, that anime is kind of ruining this other kind of harem animes, right? Where they just always never really do it right. So even if you have this kind of super hot best girl here, she's never really gonna have the intercourse right. I'm just saying, but it's like, yeah, Domestic Kanye ruined it for me a little bit. So anyway, another anime I'm considering definitely. It's an original anime, hard to know if it's good or not then. So Fairy Gone, it's an anime where, how do I say it? They have fairies in animals, and then they take the animal body parts, put them in humans, something good for that matter, and then these humans get magical powers, right, based on the fairies and the animal. Something like that. Anyway, it's a pretty much like a war fantasy anime with the 5 supernatural powers, right? It looks pretty cool. It is obviously used for the name, and even it kind of feels a little bit like you want to have some kind of Natsu thing there going on. But yeah, it's something like that. It's like fairies giving them magical powers, but it's more militaristic, I would say, than other anime. Yeah, that's for example Fairy Tail, which is more like, fantasy. It's also called fantasy, but Fairy Tail is more like, classic, we fight with this magic and friendship. Yeah, this is more like, a little grimmer, right? A little darker. It looks pretty good though. I'm gonna give it a chance. It's hard to say if it's gonna be good or not. And also, this on PA Awards, I think they really favored the last anime, Colorful World. So it was still a horrible ending. I stand by that. I think the anime had good promise, and then the end of the anime was really bad. That's the last anime, I think, before this anime, and that was very bad. So that also I'm a bit torn about that. Then we have Fruit Basket, our old classic anime, which I already seen, right? This is like a remake of the old anime, or I guess just to redo the manga again. I already seen it, so I don't know. I'm gonna say this thing: if you haven't seen Fruit Basket, it's a very good classic anime. Otherwise, they wouldn't redo it, right? So I recommend it. If you haven't seen the original one, if you've seen the original one, this might be better because you're gonna like flesh it out more. You're gonna have more stories, all right? So it might be better, but I don't know. If you've seen the first one, do you want to see this one? Probably not. Eventually, maybe. It feels like an anime where if you've seen the first one, you're probably gonna binge for this one because you know what's gonna happen in the general terms, at least in the beginning of it, until then they're a little more like as the manga, right? I don't know. The first is very good. The first is classic. So I'm gonna say that, like, if you haven't seen the first one, definitely watch this one. But I personally will wait until it's finished and then I watch all of it and see the difference one, I think. Anyway, another anime I'm definitely gonna watch. Another harem anime, another ecchi anime. It gives me kind of like the it gives me the the socks vibes. It's so Midara no Hoa-san Benkyou. It's like Midara she can't Hoa-san can't study. It's about an anime about a girl that her father is a hentai artist. So father is a hentai artist. Very good, very good. More harem anime. Very good, very romance, right? And how would I say it? Like she's how would I say it? This is one of those stupid animes, but I love the I love the storyline. It's like teenage girl's father does hentai for a living, and she hates her father, right? Which is obviously a perv, like he's like, he's a hentai artist, and she's like, oh my god, I hate this thing and so on, right? But then she meets a boy or whatever, right? Can't get a hint or so on, and she's trying to be a good student, but obviously she's a dirty man like her father. She's like, oh no, I can't stop thinking impure ideas about the boys in my class, and this hot guy hits me all the time, and she has all hentai mindset, right? She's like, god damn it, my dad has ruined me. I keep thinking about drawing, or whatever. Yeah, she's completely perverted, right, in her head. But she hates it. She wants to be like a pure maiden that does good schoolwork, right? So I think it sounds awesome. I think it sounds awesome. The poor girl, but it sounds awesome. I want to watch the anime. It sounds really awesome. And then it's an anime. It's like a movie. So it's been like this was Shaft though. So they're gonna release all episodes in one day though. To my understanding, they're gonna drop this anime. It's like a movie actually. They're gonna drop it just in one day. So let's go on. Of course, Yojo. I know people love Yojo. I have not catch up to Yojo yet. whatever. If you know, let's go on all the anime. So here we get Sevekai Kitsune, Seikoshan, another like romance harem anime. I guess it's a lot of harem animes, right? Of course, it speaks to my mind because it's harem anime with like. I want to say harem anime with, you know, monster girls. Yay! Monster girls, yeah. So anyway, this anime then, we have a guy that, I would say, he meets a kitsune, right? The trickster fox maidens, right? And she is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you with this thing or something like that. So he's gonna have now like a waifu, basically, right? A kitsune that's gonna like force him to, I don't know, be his husband. Yeah, something like that. It's basically what it is. She's gonna live with him, right? Make his food, you know, try to, you know, seduce him, kinda, right? A little bit. Not really seduce him, but more like, you know, being that kind of pure cooker and so on. So, anyway, I'm gonna watch it, beginning late. It might be good. But yeah, I think we all know what's coming here. That's another cute anime, Senru Shoujo, about a girl that can't speak. She can't really communicate, but she can be only in haikus instead, in poems. So she writes them to this like old delinquent guy that is now like a good guy instead, and they're gonna have like a cute romance thing going on. So it's like a pretty good anime. I'm gonna give it a chance. I think it's pretty much in the middle there. There's some Facebook spam thing or whatever. Hope that nothing up there. And here we go. Now we have Madhouse, great studio, Shumatsu Tochi, but it is games. Okay, so now we're coming to the game animes. We're going a bit down here now on the list, and yeah, game animes. So game animes are usually pretty bad. Basically, straight up, they are not very good usually. Especially Osama game. Oh my god, that was bad. But yeah, most game animes, right, they are based on things that they aren't just like in the old days. So I'm gonna be an old man now, but in the old days, they were usually based on, you know, like role-playing games, like some kind of Final Fantasy, right? Here's like a Final Fantasy, it's like a really long video game, it's like 40 hours of storyline, so we can make it into an anime, like the Sky animes, like that's like a really also really long, like 100 hours game time at least. Sky have to play it all stuff and so on. So for example, the Sky anime, I like it, I like the Sky, but like that's like pretty good anime, and they have so much storyline, like the first two. No, the first game, but also all the other games, it has Lahar and so on, right? So they have like a lot of meat to make an anime about that because they have so much content, right? Storyline and so on. That's how it used to be, in my opinion. Because they have like Link, so we have Zelda, we have the weird Zelda anime about Link being a douchebag. I love that on English. He's like a complete douchebag. It's very funny, but he's like, "Come on, princess!" Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, excuse me, princess. It's lovable, but yeah, we have those, right? We have those ones. It's kind of funny, but these new game animes, they're kind of like based on like, you know, mobile games. And I mean, okay, Uma Musume, I love Uma Musume. It's a great game though. That's a great anime. But many of them are kind of weird. They're based on like a mobile game. And they're actually, animes are done right. Those animes are produced to sell the mobile game, or like to sell the other game, yeah. And they're done at the same time, and the storyline's kind of wacky. But yeah, Uma Musume I loved Uma Musume, one of the best anime last year. That's like very good anime. And even if the Yuri trailers, that wasn't true, but anyway. I feel like skipping this one, maybe, consider it. But basically it's very... Actually, I'm doing like the graphics of it. I've seen the trailers. Also very good. Like, they're fighting in some kind of city. It's like magic battles in a city of... I don't know. It's probably like a very close to skipping anime. I'm gonna watch the first episode, see if it works or not. Now we have another harem anime. Yes, another harem anime. It's... yeah, so, you know, a guy has 4 wives. No, but... This is an anime, his name obviously is Nobunaga-sensei. So Nobunaga, of course, the famous military leader at the Daimyo and so on of Japan, right? His wife, apparently, weird storyline, his wife, which was a boss in Neo for that matter, whatever, yeah. His wife gets teleported or something like that to the future with this guy that has the same name as her husband, Nobunaga, the famous, warlord, so to speak. And she takes her husband. So she wants to be impregnated by this guy, right? She's like, we have to have your baby. She's gonna like force wife to him. It's like, I'm your wife now, you better, you better do me all days along. And he is like, oh no, wait. Actually, I'll also be afraid because like, what, Nobunaga's wife? I'm like, oh no, man, Nobunaga, the famous demon guy in every game in anime? Yeah, don't kill me, yeah. I also wouldn't sleep with his wife, but you see what I mean, right? So he's gonna have like that forced typical harem wife, right, that keeps trying to score with him all the time. And then he also has other girls he actually likes at school, so right. So it's a harem anime, right? And she's gonna try to seduce him all the time, right? It's like, this might be good. But it sounds like one of the weaker harem. There's a lot of harem coming this season. A lot of ecchi and harem. And I think, for example, the hentai also is much more interesting. This seems like a very typical, here's a magic girl in your household. She's gonna try to seduce you. Deal with it, yeah. Like that, it seems like a very typical, let's say the Loom storyline all over again, yeah. Isekai. Another Isekai. Because there's always coming on the Isekai, right? So, Kunna no Hate de Koi wa Uta Shoujo. You know, long name. It's another Isekai where the guy's father is a rather an Isekai dude, right? He's a famous Isekai guy, I guess. So basically, there are several worlds, and this guy is gonna learn that the history books or whatever, or like mythology is true actually, and he's gonna like teleport around the world. So, but actually, it seems for me, even though it's called drama and sci-fi, it's a little less action based. You know what it is when I actually look at it? Harem! It's not a harem anime, it's Isekai harem again! More or less, a little bit less, because the trailer shows him kissing a naked girl right away on the beach. That happened in episode 1. He's gonna like meet this naked girl. She's gonna be like, oh yeah, let's do harem, yeah. So this seems to be another Isekai. You know, travel around the universe, whatever, right? And try to find some stuff. But it also, as you see in the image, there's 6 girls. And then the old is like his father, right? So basically, he's gonna have a lot of different girls to travel around with. So it's another harem show actually. It's Isekai harem. It doesn't say harem here, but I can't say how it's not harem. At least at the beginning, and start with him. Yeah, this naked girl reading it away. So romance at least. Then we have this anime, Gunya no Magmel, which I'm definitely gonna watch. It's a new shonen anime. So basically, the story is that in the ocean, Pacific Ocean, yeah, a new continent arises, right? A massive continent comes up, and for some reason, that continent has magic or something. I don't know, but basically, a new continent on Earth, right? And everyone goes there. So it's a very like military. That there's helicopters and trailers and the tanks right there. So basically, the military goes there. Yeah, let's conquer this place, right? And of course, the main character goes there and is gonna learn the truth of this continent, and there's more than just more new stuff that we humans have, right? So basically, it's taking place in modern day, right, with modern technology, and they're gonna fight in this island with like modern weaponry and so on, but also then this island's hidden abilities, right? So this was pretty cool. It is. I kind of like the whole idea that. It's true that humans are pretty bored right now on Earth because we already discovered the whole planet. People want to go to space and so on, right? Maybe underwater. And then suddenly they have a new continent to fight on. So everyone's like, yeah, let's go there. There's going to be a lot of people that just want to go there on, voluntarily to explore so on, right? And, discover the new island. So I like this setup. Then another comedy anime. It's pretty good. So Hirobashi no Sekatsu. It's about a girl that cannot communicate. She is very, very shy, I guess would be the good way to say it. It's very afraid. So the anime is about her trying to make friends and being like nervous, be like, how should I pick her? And maybe this thing, and yeah, she's trying to like plan out how she can communicate. I see the image here, like how can I talk to this girl? And she's funny. Maybe I should do a joke with her and so on. Right? So trying to do that, and it looks pretty funny. So I think it's looking like a good anime, a good comedy anime, something like that. Yeah. Then this is obviously the actual real hentai anime. This is pure ecchi. This is from the Comic Fest, yeah. So this is Araisan, yeah, whatever. This is an actual. This is ecchi, but this is the actual the hand with storyline, which you do once per season, right? They have usually it's more like yaoi and more like cross-dressing anime, which I've seen like that Shades of Grey anime, the prison anime. So on, right, which I reacted to last year and so on. Yeah, they are a little more, I would say. This is the most straight up cis one they're doing. Yeah, because it's usually very. I'm surprised because they usually are very much, I feel, done by female for female, so to speak. It's very much like the written more in a female perspective, I would argue for, and it's very yaoi. The last one they did was like straight up yaoi, and the one cross-setting one, you know, yaoi and so on, yeah. So they usually are that, and there was one with like the older lady and the younger student thing. There was also, yeah, like Mr. Kanyo, that sense, but more from her perspective. So they usually are much of that. And this anime is a guy working in a bathhouse, and he's gonna like, you know, seduce basically his clients there that he gets like massages to with their back washer. Yeah, it's a weird thing. But this is for the male perspective, I guess. So I'm surprised because usually their work is like very much like, oh, here's a woman in her 40s seducing young men in the bathhouse, you know, and her perspective on it. That's kind of what I would expect from them, but no, not this time. Anyway, here we go. I would say it's like a weird music anime. How would I explain this anime? I don't know, honestly. That's boring to me. Let's go on. No, but Konado Otta, it's like a guy has a music club and they're gonna enter there and they're gonna, I don't know, new student appears, gonna fight with them, kind of ruin the dynamic, right? It's the kind of friendship, you know, we have a friendship group and then a new guy enters and whatever. I think it looks pretty meh. Let's go on. I see something blue here. Oh, it's character in circus. It's almost like, I'm so tired of it. It is a good anime, but also a really bad anime. It has so many flaws right now. Foreign this anime has the highest pacing ever, and the last episode was really bad. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, it was good in a vacuum, but really bad for the current storyline. It made no sense whatsoever. The backstories are really good, actually, in the anime. The explanation of stuff is really good. But the current present times are super paced and super weird, and generally it's a very strange anime. But anyway, I'm watching it. Check it out. It has its issues, to be sure, and there's a weird image too because those guys aren't really in the focus anymore. But anyway, here goes another anime. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. Yoshei Kausi. So it's about 3 girls, and the anime has no voice line. That's right. So they didn't have to pay any, you know, voice actors. No, but the anime is just panels. There's no like there's no dialogue. There is nothing like that. As in the trailer and so on, it's very weird. It's very short. I guess it's short for word, but it feels like a very weird anime to watch. Probably check it out. I don't think it's gonna be that fun, to be honest. I don't think obviously you can portray a lot of stuff with body language, right? But I feel it's pretty limited. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be pretty mediocre at best. Here though, because the anime finally here, Carol and Tuesday. This is one of the anime. It's very in the bottom now, right? We've gone through half, a little more half now. All the popular stuff has been up here, right? Now we're down. Carol Tuesday. This though is one of my. I think it's gonna be one of the best anime this season. I sneaked that in there, yeah. But no, but that's premise. It looks very cool actually. It's a music anime. It's about a girl and 2 girls, I guess. But I think Tuesday is the main character. Is she? Is Kevin character? In the trailer, we see it from Tuesday's perspective. Whatever. It's about 2 girls living on Mars. Setting is kind of funny, yeah, it's Mars and the music. And basically the world is boring because robots and stuff like that, AI makes culture, and they want to be musicians, so they're going to try to, become like old school musicians, right? It looks very, very good. The art is amazing, both doing a great job. It's original though, so I don't know really, it's no like based on it, right? The trailers are very, very good. It's like a nice drama anime. Gives me like a good vibe. It gives me a little bit of that like place for the universe vibe, which is like, it's an interesting drama anime. I don't really know where it is. Of course, the anime was the best thing last year. It was an amazing anime, right? So I don't want to say this anime on this level, but I feel this is the dark horse, in my opinion. This is the dark horse anime. We're like, yeah, this looks really good. I look at the trailer, I'm like, man, it looks really good. And it's much emotional, it's like, it's hard making it in the industry because, yeah, this is in the future. It's more, meek, it's more boring, right? It looks actually very interesting. I think this is an absolutely good anime. I think it's going to be a very good anime. Looking forward to it a lot, actually. I'm going to see, what's about it. But I think it's going to be a very good anime. I think it's going to have some good emotion also. So, the Dark Horse again, the Dark Horse season. Then this is to be kind of like a weird another yokai anime. Yeah, another Japanese mythology anime. So Sarah Sanmai, how I say it. It's an anime where the guy goes to, I don't know, they have a magical kappa. It's an original anime, can't find that much about it. Basically, it's yokais, right? It's a kappa, right? A little turtle guy, right? Japanese mythology. They're gonna befriend that guy and similar to him, and it's gonna be other like yokai super stuff. And it's not really like, you know, it's more like comedy, I feel. It's like a supernatural comedy. A little bit that, a little cutesy, right? More than like, for example, Doro Rover is like, you know, murder all the demons. This is more like, you know, yay, demons, buddies, let's go on, you know, on vacation together. Yeah, it's more like that. So yeah, I don't know, it might be fun. It's one of like, I'm gonna give it a chance. There's no like source for it, and there's no manga, so I can't really compare it to. But it's like, it's okay. And then again, another supernatural. Yeah, there's so much supernatural animes too. This though, it's how I say it. Mainokan Occult Kumin. It's one of those. I was thinking a low beat medical anime, right? Yes, the words like Ghoul. Yeah, it's a little bit that, right? It's a little. It's shoujo might be a little better. Yeah, but it's a little more like a friendly fantasy mystery, but still, how would I say it? It's definitely still about like romance and, you know, cutesy. It's one of those hard things to explain, I feel. It's not like the Twilight, but yeah, but it's something like that. Yeah, it's somewhere in, you know, in the, it's like, it's not supernatural, but it's more like, supernatural TV show, more like, let's call like Vampire Diaries, Twilight. It's a little bit like that, right? It's in that kind of category, but not the whole way. It kind of tries to be a little bit like there we go. It's like supernatural meets Twilight, right? And like Dear Baby, it's kind of like this. That's how I would say it. It's like supernatural animes. You know, it's gonna be some weird. It's gonna be some vampires, some angel, right? It's gonna be some kind of relationship. Some battles, but not so much battles. Yeah, kind of like that. I think it's gonna be it seems to be very good. And of course, based on the game, yeah, Persona 5. So now we're in the bottom here. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, but I like this thing though. So Domino Ace Act 2 is coming out. It's a baseball anime, and obviously the best baseball anime is One Outs. Check it out. One Outs is amazing. But yeah, you know, if you like baseball anime, sport anime, it's pretty good. I think it's very well done, right? But I don't know. Like, I really love One Outs. And everything else after that with baseball can't compare. I don't know. It looks pretty okay. But next anime coming on the list is this instead. I guess No Cinderella, which is cute girls playing baseball. Oh yes, this is the good stuff. So the other one is like a serious baseball anime, right? But it's like, you know, this is an actual, this is it, picture strategies. And then we have this thing instead, the classic anime, which is like really attractive female girls. One's running around like in a cat outfit, right? Yeah, and they're playing baseball. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's just way less serious and way more cutesy. This is my game. I'm gonna watch this thing. Obviously, this is what I'm gonna watch. I'm definitely gonna check the list. And then this is Hangaku Season 1. Very poorly received. I can remember it. I think it was not very good. This is Season 2 here. I think Season 1 has very few fans. Maybe someone hates me now, but I think it's unpopular. And I have no interest in watching Season 1. I think Episode 1 of that, I was like, whatever, yeah. So let's go on, because Strike Witch, another anime, right? Yeah, it's more like a franchise these days, right? Or these days, but you know what I mean. I would say it like this, because I kind of like the whole thing, right? It's one of the anime, if you like the whole thing, if you like the universe, you obviously can love the anime, probably, right? If you don't, you won't love it, right? So if you're into that, it's clearly an anime where you need to be not just knowing these anime other stuff, but you pretty much have to play those, you know, the whole games and so on. Yeah, you have to be in that, you know, already a fan to watch anime, right? So for me personally, I'm gonna say this thing, right? But I like to be diplomatic here, and I will say this thing, yeah. Yes, and yes, exactly. I was saying here, Carol and Tuesday. Nice. Finally, some good commentary. No, but exactly, I was talking about, right? Yeah, Carol and Tuesday. let's talk about it again. No, but it's a great comment there, because I didn't know that. It was done by Watanabe, did, of course, called Bebop and Space Dandy. And Space Dandy! I love Space Dandy! Oh man, I love Space Dandy too. Of course, called Bebop being one of the most classic animes. That and Trigun, one of the most iconic animes, right? From like the early 2000s, late 90s, right? I think it was like 2000 was released, right, in Japanese, I think so, most of them. But yeah, Calendar Tuesday. I say it again here. With that comment now, knowing it's Watanabe now, I also think it's going to be one of the best anime this season. I think, again, this is the dark horse. That's why if you look at the thumbnail, I put Tuesday from Quartet in the thumbnail. I was like, this, I think, is going to be one of the absolute best animes. And also, this is the popularity list, right? I'm going from top to bottom here. It's very much in like the, I don't know, place like 40 or 50 here. So it's, I think the word dark horse is fitting it perfectly, because it really feels like no one is really caring about it, right? Where the popular animes are, of course, like Attack on Titan and One Punch Man and so on. Of course, they're much more popular and have a build-up. But yeah, I think Cat Tuesday, absolutely. That's gonna be, I think, one of the best animes. And to me, it gives me, as I mentioned earlier again, the place for the universe vibe. Where it's like, it's an anime no one really knows about, but I think it's gonna be a great drama anime. People that are actually really gonna love. Anyway, Robuhachi. It's not an anime I'm gonna check out at least. I don't know if it's good or not. Really not anime. Also, yet another like a kind of. The trailer gives me the Hankata Tokata ramens. That's what it's called. Anyway, so last year we had this like pretty cool. That was the last winter season of last year. We had this pretty cool like. How's it, assassination kind of bandit guys in some kind of weird Japanese town. It kind of gives me that vibe where it's like, it's, anime's about kind of rough guys, but they have like a golden heart inside, right? And they do some crimes for the good of mankind, kind of thing. It's kind of the man I'm stuttering, but kind of like the Han Solo guy, right? Kind of that scoundrel guy, but he's a good guy deep down. The anime with a bunch of those guys, right? Kind of like that. So in the future, so yeah. So I think it's maybe a good anime. And I know we have more of the game animes. Honestly, I'm gonna be like Studio Dean too. Oh my god, when did they also my game? I mean, they did Konosuba, but I mean after. What's it done for me later Studio Dean, right? So come on to this. Yeah, that sucked. I'm just like, man, I don't know. Here I always say it right away. I'm trying to avoid the game animes, right? I'm just like, I mean, yeah, they did Konosuba, but otherwise I'm like, the problem with the game anime, as I mentioned earlier, is that they used to be based on like, here is a role-playing game with like 40 plus hours of, storyline if you play the game, and now game animes are based like mobile games and so on, and it's kind of like I don't know. So I am probably skipping this anime personally, and I can't really feel like it. And next thing is gonna be another game anime, even less interested in this game. Yeah, Namura Midabatsu, even less interested in this game anime, a historical game anime. I do love Suikoden though, but yeah, Suikoden anime I would watch that 10 times over. Like Suikoden Gaiden, which I got a vision of that. But yeah, another one game anime. I think it looks really poor. Maybe someone's hating for it, but I think it looks really poor. The trailer, it's the same thing again. I feel the source material doesn't really provide for a good, in my opinion, anime. Okay, I think it's the same thing. I'm not gonna even talk about it much. Whatever, let's go on. And yeah, it's a lot of actually comedy there. I feel this season, a lot of comedy. As mentioned earlier, yeah. So Yatagami-chan Kazuniki, it's so a 4-panel comedy, 4 comma, right? So it's like short, quick jokes. It's a short 4-5 minutes. So a 4-panel comedy in a manga is when you have just 4 panels, right? And you basically have the joke, right? In like, yeah, in at most I would say 8 panels. Sometimes, very rarely. But usually have basically in the 4 panel, right? Most of them. Some of them have longer storylines, even it's 4 panel. So yeah, short form anime. It's gonna be quick, quick comedy jokes, right? Might be good. it's also one of those animes where you probably is gonna like binge see it. I feel only 5 minutes long, right? So you're probably gonna like, at least I will do that, right? Get like 5 episodes instead of watch like 1 episode together, right? Or probably just watch it all when it's finished. Yeah, I feel that's probably what I'm gonna do with this anime. I'm probably gonna see it, right? When all episodes are out. You probably just watch them all in like an hour. So that's probably. And then we have a very Sentai anime, very a Gundam anime. So I guess if you're a Gundam fan, you're gonna love this. And everyone else on the planet's gonna be like, oh god, more Gundam after like 25 years or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a Gundam anime. Whatever. Let's go on. I feel like Gundam, everyone knows what that is. Yeah, it's gonna be it's the same thing all over the time, yeah. And then another weird romance anime. Actually, it looks really bad to me. I checked it out. It's very interesting. Clearly, here we are in the bottom now. This is yet another anime where it's based on another anime, right? If you haven't seen it, you won't get anything from this anime mix here. So I'm gonna say like, yeah, maybe you like it. I haven't actually read the submaterial. I haven't read the other one it's based on, right? So like whatever spin-off, let's go on. We're in the bottom here now anyway, right? We've done the whole other interesting animes. So yeah, I was like, oh man, this is one of those classic pretty boys anime. If you like yaoi, yeah, pretty boys. Same here too. It's like, yeah, if you like, yeah. So Shonen Ai, right? that's yaoi. That's like light yaoi, yeah. So now we're at the bottom animes that no one cares about. That Funyoshi. I mean, I'm Funyoshi, no, but like, so yeah, about a cute guy and his cute cat boy roommate, right? So yeah, it's another yaoi anime. But actually, this thing I think is more funny than this one, though. I remember this was like music, but yeah, so we don't like Thomas. And of course, now we're down the children stuff, right? Yeah, take for the children stuff. So whatever. Obviously, you have to watch the cute medical better. Children stuff. Let's go to movies. In the end here, and then I quick wrap it up afterwards. So we had OVA first. OVAs. Yeah, it's a balance and OVA coming right. It is some Strike Blood. Here is no way coming tomorrow actually. I look forward to a lot, which is of course Wotakoi. Lots of Otako. It has a OVA coming apparently very soon into this video, yeah. So that I'm gonna watch. Absolutely recommend it. I mean, it's an amazing anime, right? One of the best anime last year, I would say. Top 15 for me. Love the anime. Super funny anime. The only con with anime was they didn't like move or felt. But anyway, it's gonna be. This OVA is before the anime though, right? Yeah, before they met there and the volleyball thing and so on. So I think it's really funny. So anyway, absolutely recommend that anime. Also a funny anime for that matter. Setokai, yeah, an old anime though, so whatever. Also fun anime, recommend it. Yeah, and tights. Thick girls, definitely watching. it's Miru tights and it's like girl tights, whatever. We all know what that's about. And oh yeah, this an amazing anime. I really reacted it, right? High School Girl, such a good anime. Season 2 has been announced. Love that anime. I love that it's a gaming. Nakatama is there. She's the best character. Yeah, Nikotama, she's the best character there. Oh my god, love her in it's Nikotama and the weird Oneshan, yeah, the perfect Oneshan. But very, very good. Absolutely love watch it. Such a good anime. You can see my review from it last week. Amazing anime. Oh yeah, and of course Golden Cameo. So some good OVAs coming, right? Golden Cameo, the best anime last year in my opinion. Amazing, gonna watch it about of course. And I was gonna say Assassin's Creed been there. And then we have MASH, still not out. This anime has been delayed for like a year now. It's still not out yet. And of course a little yaoi. You need some yaoi every now and then, right? Yeah, all boys boarding school. Then it's more yaoi with Archer anime and so on. Yeah. Double decker. More yaoi. Yeah, this one game. Not very good. No, not very interesting here right now. Okay, so we got movies. I know there is coming the movie of the Iron Fortress, which is a pretty good anime. I don't know, the Iron Fortress. Might get some hate for that, but I didn't like it that much. I'm not Attack on Titan fan. Did not like the I thought so much. I watched it. I watched episode 7 or 8, and then I just didn't. Honestly, I didn't finish it. I stand by that. I didn't finish it. I was like, I see the trailer for the game. It's amazing. Actually. The game trailer is amazing. Amazing song. Amazing animated. I like the animation. But I was like, this is just Attack on Titan on a train instead. But it's like worse storytelling because it's less interesting. The zombies are not interesting. Attack on Titan is very weird, right? Attack on Titan has a lot of like crazy storylines and weird, secrets. And this anime doesn't do it for a second, I feel. It has this general premise of zombies. I watched, the first half or so, 7 episodes I think I watched, and then I just didn't watch episode 8 because I was like, whatever, and then I just never, I was like, whatever, when it's complete, and when I watched it all, and I just never did it. So that's my opinion on it. I think it's pretty okay. Maybe someone probably disagrees with that, but I don't know. I think it feels like a meek Attack on Titan, right? Stand by that, right? Yeah. And Dragon Ball. Some movie that I want to see. Yeah. So we have this, more of. Ooh, good. Oh, here it is. Here we go. This is the movie I look forward to. Promare, right? It's coming again, yeah, but it's Studio Trigger. It looks like an amazing movie, right? It's like a The World in Flames, yeah. Here we go. This is that movie I want to watch this year. Definitely. I mean, it's classic Studio Trigger. It's Kill la Kill mixed with taking top of your Lagan, right? It looks amazing, yeah. This is the movie I was looking forward to. Here we go. And yeah, more of the other Fortress one. And yeah, the summer thing. Not all normal movies are released in the coming next season, right? Oh yeah, and this of course as well. Eureka 7, very good anime. I've seen Eureka 7 is a very good classic anime. Absolutely recommend. It's very dark now. Yeah, the sun's going down. There's some light up there. But yeah, Eureka 7 is a very good anime. This is like a alternative universe kind of thing, I guess. The Amone story. I've seen the trailers several times since it was announced. It looks very, very good. That show was amazing. The spin-off wasn't that good. Everyone kind of hated it. I felt it was like a mediocre. I think the problem with the spin-off was that the spin-off was basically, this is 15 years later, right, of the original story, and that kind of like in a lot of animes or almost a lot of stories, right, you kind of feel you want it to be ended because you're like, what a good ending, because you had a really good ending, and then you felt there's a good closure, and then someone suddenly does like a spin-off of it. And it means that there is no closure now, and yeah, your headcanon of Eureka and I don't want to spoil, but your headcanon of their love and so on is like, yeah, they love happy ending, right? Oh, it's not true because they spin off and ruins that for you, right? So I think spin-offs like that usually will fail in a lot of ways because people are gonna hate that because the kind of the good ending you have in your head is gonna be ruined. Whatever. This movie instead isn't doing that. The movie instead is doing like, here's an alternative version of what happened. It's more like a retcon, also retcon, like an alternative storytelling. What could have been. All of this was her backstory instead, right? It's kind of like like a split universe more, right? It's not rewriting the original one. It's not ruining the original storyline. It's more like this is a parallel universe where some other events happened, and that's why they have swap place or whatever. And how will that be? So I liked it a lot, and it's very good anime. So I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. And the other one is really good as well in the Eureka 7 movies. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna iterate quickly again with Kaduga is a pretty cute movie though. But there's another movie interesting here. What I can remember. I don't think there are any more musical yaois, but I don't think there are any other movies I felt was interesting coming next season in my opinion. No. So quickly iterate the spring season. The most important animes. Okay, quickly now then. The 5-minute version of the video, yeah. Shield Hero, very good anime. You should watch it if you're not watching it. I do feel the character is too stupid sometimes, but I still love it. It's a nice anime in my opinion. Very good anime. Attack on Titan, obviously it's going to be the most important chapter are going to be revealed, I believe, in this season. And in my opinion, spoilers, but after these chapters that the anime are going to cover, the manga went like Spoilers. No, but a little bit. The manga was definitely worse after this because I was like, why? To be a spoiler, I'm saying that this is at the culmination of the storyline, in my opinion. I think where the manga is right now, it's not as good as this part, and the arc in between that, the arc after this, that is a worse arc in my opinion. That's a spoiler, I guess, because I'm talking about the quality of it. But my point is that this is probably the best season of Attack on Titan we'll ever have, in my opinion, based on the source material. This is the crown jewel of the storyline in the manga, this part right now. And the ending is gonna be amazing. So I think this is gonna be absurdly good if you're a Titan fan. And I mean, you might still love the next season right after this. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, the manga wasn't that good. So this is like the real pinnacle. And of course, One Punch Man, I hope they can make it happen. I hope this staff can make it happen. Also, of course, a very good anime. I mean, season 1 is one of my favorite animes ever. I would ask this, like for example, last year I was on, I was at radio. I was interviewed at a radio place, mainly more about gaming. But still, they also asked me, okay, you also do anime. You have the top 3 animes and so on, right? And I was interviewing this radio podcasting, and I was like, One Punch Man, that's my show. I was like, One Punch Man, Konosuba, and One Piece. Yeah, I was like, One Piece is the longest, best long-going anime. I said, if you want a lot of episodes. So, One Punch Man Season 1, amazing, one of my absolute favorite stuff ever, and I love Obstacle as well, right? But there's a lot of concern, right? It was a Shane Studio, trailer was really bad and so on. So we will see. I still believe that no matter what, though, the comedy and the storyline is going to be good, I think. The battles might be bad, but I think that at least one storytelling is going to be on point, obviously. So that's good. Dororo, watch it. It's a very good anime. If you haven't seen it yet. Fairy Tail, trash anime. Watch it. Isekai anime. I am doubtful. There's some Isekai I love, and I'm also very tired now of the fantasy Isekais. So I think that I am surprised that it's never burning out. I'm waiting for that Isekai about the guy that's a vending machine. When is that coming? Or like the Isekai I authored an Isekai where I was like, a guy is reincarnated as a coffee machine that makes girls really horny drinking his coffee. Ooh, how can he get girls now? Like something like that. When is that coming, right? When is my coffee machine Isekai coming? But yeah, Isekai might be good. Anyway, this Boosted No Destiny 3. This though, here we go. Finally, Aqua again, yeah. So this I feel is gonna be the best comedy next year. I said about it this season today. This is gonna be the best comedy season. Super funny, Rem, Aqua, Kazuma being angry with everyone. It's gonna be amazing. I think so at least. Very, very biased, extremely biased, but I think it's gonna be the best comedy. I think this is gonna be the best girl, right? We keep having it up here, yeah. I think this is the most attractive, a good harem anime, I think, good romance anime. Recommend definitely on my top animes here. This anime, I think, actually looks really, really good. But I'm also a little tired of all I'm watching Dororo already. I'm playing Sekiro. I'm starting to feel maybe it's too much Japanese mythology now. Maybe, I don't know. It looks good in its own though. So this might be a really good anime. It looks really good actually. And this looks like a worse version of the rest of the canon, yeah. But it's pretty fine. Fairy Gone might be good. Fruit Basket, yeah. This anime I think looks very good. Hentai Artist Daughter, very good I think. I think it's one of the best anime comedy season. And then of course in the bottom here, I think that Carol and Tuesday is gonna be the absolute dark horse season, right? Yeah. I think this is, in my opinion, one of the best animes coming. I absolutely think it's gonna be a top 10 anime this season. Probably arguably the best thing. I mean, I have read Attack on Titan, obviously, so I can say that spoiling, I think it's gonna be hard beating that. I think Attack on Titan is probably gonna be the best thing this, especially if you're only an anime watcher. But otherwise, I think Carol and Tuesday is probably might be there. One Punch Man, I want One Punch Man to also be the best, right? But I feel iffy about it, right? But yeah, but there's somewhere up there. If you look at my thumbnail video, I have Tuesday in thumbnails. I feel like it's like my top 5 at least. This anime definitely. It definitely should be high on this list here. It's definitely, I think, much better than people give it credit for. For sure. Anyway, hope that's the video, guys. Going through all the animes here, right? Of course, I skipped over, but but some animes I feel like, okay, we're in the bottom now. I have seen the trailers. I was like, meh, yeah, and I feel like, oh, okay, like whatever, yeah. Unlikely you're gonna watch it. Unlikely I'm gonna watch it. I am probably having the channel and so on. I'm probably gonna watch almost every episode of every anime coming next week. And so anyway, like the first episode of everything as I usually do, so I can like give my own real feel to it, not just giving people's popularity and ranking and so on. But after that, I'm probably gonna drop half of it right away, right? The feed doesn't pull me in, right? Of course. So I feel kind of the same thing there too. It's like, Mel, this anime I could barely watch to the trailer. So it's like, man, not this anime, but I mean, all the anime is not here. Sorry if it out of context sounds weird. I mean, these kind of animes where I'm just like, based on this is a bad, this one is bad, but yeah, these kind of stuff is like, oh, game anime. I watched the trailer. It wasn't very, yeah. Here I want to feel like, meh. I feel meh, honestly. Prove me wrong. Whatever. Hope you like the video, guys. See you tomorrow, of course. Yeah, today is gonna be a second road tweet, but yeah, no anime tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have Promised Neverland, the final, I believe, and we're gonna have Character Circus, and the final probably of Quintuplets, right? A lot of finals, final week, right? Yeah, Quintuplets, I think, are final as well. But otherwise, of course, we're gonna play more Sekiro on Twitch later tonight, in a few hours from now, maybe. Yeah, like in the night for me at least. No, I need to go to shop and food, and I need to buy some mails. I can't get this guy. I'm trying to find a person to send a letter to. I don't know what weird. Yeah, I made 3 different people trying to figure out who should have this, like literal, like, physical mail. And I can't find address. It's really annoying. Whatever. Life issues are not fun. So see you guys and have a great day.